Do you think this guy looks like Thor?
It looks like he's got long blonde hair. That's Thor.
Definitely.
Yeah, he looks like Thor.
Does this guy look like Thor?
Yeah.
Who's hotter, this guy or Brad Pitt?
That guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Hear that, James?
That guy, not a guy to pick a fight with.
Right.
Jesse does that, though. He's a little self-destructive. The guy's 6'7". His name's James Rogers, and he was just about, when we did this, to embark on a professional wrestling career.
I was just
Yeah, he's
going
to be
that.
called Big Deal.
Big Deal.
James, you owe me.
He's known as the bad guy in most of his roles, but now Canadian James Preston Rogers is fighting for a new lead, the part of the comic book hero Thor.
I can take a licking, I can keep on chipping. Yeah, I'm still in that get up and go kind of phase, which is exciting for me. This is all unfolding at the prime time of my life.
Starring alongside some of Hollywood's greatest, James Preston Rogers has taken a beating from them all.
I've been beaten up by Woody Harrelson, I've been shot by Tom Selleck, I've died guarding Jim Caviezel. I always seem to play the bad guy because of my look.
And now James is hoping that his look will give him the edge needed to land his dream role as a god.
It's very fortunate for me that Thor is a big character. He starts one place, he ends at a totally different spot. It's a great story. It could be the most complete character that I might get to play at this stage of my career. After my career is done, looking back, it would really be something I'd like to say. You know, when I was young, I got a chance to play Thor on like a Marvel set of a major motion picture. So it'd really be something to look back and be proud of.
Looking at what he's done, he also has the chops to pull it off.
I think that the past works that I've done will really help me in Thor, because Outlander was a sci-fi movie. We had to do a lot of green screen where I had to work with an imaginary monster that wasn't there. I've run the gamut of emotions. I've lived, I've loved, I've lost, I've cried. Before I was tall. It's just now that I'm tall, you always get stuck in the big guy roles. And luckily for me, Thor is a big guy. Now I can maybe step out of that big kind of dummy role and can step into the forefront and be a leading man.
And the online world agrees he's the perfect fit for the gig.
If you go to Facebook, James Preston Rogers as the Mighty Thor, there's a petition online you can sign there. It just picks up steam every day. It's just a humbling experience.
Recruit James Rogers loves getting into the Viking vibe.
If there's a Viking scale, Bjorn is maximum Viking. He's the most Viking in the village. He just wants to maim and do everything evil and bad there is to do.
Let me pass.
And where there's Vikings, hey, there's bound to be a few beheadings.
The prosthetics and the special effects people here are just amazing. It's like I walk onto set, people just like can't even look at me. Like, oh, yeah, by the way, you're over there. It's just hideous. It's absolutely gross.
Okay, let's talk about Thor. There's this guy, James. Thank you. There's this guy, James Preston Rogers. This is him. Ooh.
He's a hottie. I've known him since way back.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
Quit.
Oh.
That is
Anyway.
uncalled for.
This guy's an actor. He's a very nice guy, very cool guy. He's Canadian. He is shortlisted for the role of Thor.
Yeah.
They're doing a brand new Thor movie. Gerard Butler is up for it, Brad Pitt, Viggo Mortensen. But this is the guy we want to get the movie.
Yes.
We love this guy.
Why do you want to make out with him?
Because he's so hunky and he looks like Thor.
Okay.
There's a lot of buzz online about this guy. There's even a Facebook group dedicated to him. And you know what that means? If it's on Facebook, it's legit.
Totally.
Go join the group. He's a good dude. And we want him to get the role. We're campaigning on behalf of him. Today in the office, he came in and we put him through the ropes just to make sure he was going to be a good Thor.
Of course.
Okay? So here he is. This is James proving to the world that he should be Thor. Here you go.
Hey, James Preston Rogers, it's me, Brad Pitt.
How's it going, Brad?
Hey, good. I think you should play Thor.
I think so too. I appreciate the vote.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, you take care, James.
Do me a favor, man. Give my love to Ange for me.
Okay.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks.
This has been the longest week ever.
I'm so tired.
TGIF.
Wait. Just so I understand, are you really saying that the president can do something illegal?
I'm saying when the president does it, that means it's not illegal.
There's Thor, Odin, Loki, Lumpy, Sanjay Gupta, Taylor.
Who wants to make out with him? Do you want to make out with him, young lady? Yeah.
So it's obvious James looks like Thor, but the big question is, does he have the right stuff for the role? I'm going to hang out with him for the day to find out. Hey, James.
Teddy.
I'm Teddy.
What happened to your leg, bro?
Oh, I was in a bad fight. These guys were mouthing off to this girl, and so... No, I'm kidding. I just fell over.
This is what's in Thor's fridge. Lots of eggs, meat, there's some steak, with chicken, ground beef, fish oil, you know, the usual good stuff. Now it's gonna taste, I'll give you a little taste. It's not gonna taste great.
Okay.
Here, choke that down, you.
It's really bad.
It's as bad as it looks. To the gym.
Nice.
This is the part we'll go fast forward to.
So, James, what is it about the character of Thor that appeals to you?
He's cocky in the beginning, and then he comes full circle, and he realizes cocky's not the way to go, you know?
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't die. Most characters I play, he die in the beginning or so.
Because you play the heavy.
I always play the heavy, always getting killed.
Yeah.
Shot by Tom Selleck, beaten up by Woody Harrelson, died guarding Jim Caviezel, so
You had bad luck so far.
I've had so far,
Mortality.
yeah.
It'd be nice to play a god. Awesome.
That's good.
All right, so in the comic, Thor's alter ego, played by Dr. Donald Blake, who has a bad leg and a cane.
You beat Donald, I'll beat Thor.
Yeah, let's see if we can summon you.
Okay, cool,
Let's do this. Ready?
cool.
I summon thee, Thor! Mark Asquith, King of Canadian Sci-Fi, how was that? Now, your campaign's got a lot of attention, a lot of press, but truth be told, this sort of grassroots campaign isn't usually successful, so why do you think you've got a shot?
I think the appeal of the underdog campaign is that people can relate, because I'm a face in the crowd like everybody else is, right? I'm not a Brad Pitt or a Viggo Mortensen or a Guy Pearce. I'm not a huge name, so people can relate to me. Every day, it just picks up a little more steam, a bunch more people jumping on board. It's pretty overwhelming, actually. It's pretty cool. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thor, or hopefully.
Safe home, guys. Peace.
Well, he certainly looks the part.
Yeah, he does, and actually even more so when you're close up to him. And obviously that's going to be very important for a character that doesn't involve a mask.
Ooh.